Curious about how some folks turn their investments into serious cash? Today, I'm spilling the secrets that totally transformed my financial life. Let me take you back to when I was 18. Like most teenagers, I was all about spending money on the latest gadgets, eating out with friends, and enjoying life without a second thought about the future. But then, a chance encounter changed everything. I met a mentor who was passionate about investing, and he handed me a book on finance. That moment was like a light bulb going off in my head. I was hooked. I dove head first into learning everything I could about investing and finance. It felt like I discovered a superpower. Suddenly, money wasn't just something to spend. It was a tool that could work for me and grow over time. The more I learned, the more my perspective on money shifted. Fast forward to today, and my financial life is like night and day compared to my friends who didn't get into investing. While many of them are still figuring out how to manage their finances, I feel secure and confident about my future. Over the past 10 years, I've watched my investments grow, and it's given me a sense of freedom and security that's hard to describe. I no longer worry about unexpected expenses or future financial challenges because I have a solid plan in place. My money is working for me, and it's all thanks to that fateful day when I first learned about investing. If I can do it, trust me, so can you. Let's embark on this journey together, and I'll share everything I've learned along the way. Now, let's dive into the core of what makes investing such a powerful tool for building wealth. The basics of economics 1. Supply and demand are like the heartbeat of the economy. Supply is how much of something is available, while demand is how much people want it. When demand is high but supply is low, prices go up. If there's a lot of something but not many people want it, prices go down. It's all about balance, how it affects stock prices and investment decisions. Imagine a new smartphone hits the market, and everyone wants it. The demand is through the roof, but the supply is limited. This high demand and low supply push the stock price of the smartphone company up, because investors expect big profits. On the flip side, if a company's products aren't selling well, the stock price might drop as demand falls. Get into the habit of researching supply-demand trends in markets you're interested in. Look at factors like consumer behavior, production levels, and market sentiment. For example, if you're eyeing tech stocks, keep an eye on new product releases and industry news. This will help you spot opportunities and make smarter investment decisions. 2. Inflation and deflation. Inflation means prices are rising, so your money doesn't stretch as far as it used to. Deflation is the opposite. Prices are falling, and your money can buy more. Inflation can erode the value of your savings, while deflation can increase your purchasing power. Understanding these concepts is key to managing your money wisely. Example, real-life impact on savings and investments. Let's say you have $1,000 saved up, earning a 2% interest rate per year. If inflation is at 3%, your money's purchasing power is actually shrinking because prices are going up faster than your savings are growing. In a year, you might have $1,020. But what used to cost $1,000 now costs $1,030. Your money doesn't go as far, which is why it's important to consider inflation in your investment strategy. To protect your investments against inflation, consider these strategies. Invest in stocks. Stocks have historically outpaced inflation over the long term because companies can raise prices. Real assets, things like real estate and commodities, like gold, often retain value during inflationary periods. Tips. Treasury. Inflation-protected securities. Tips are bonds specifically designed to help investors keep up with inflation. By using these strategies, you can help ensure your investments continue to grow, even when prices are rising. Principles of investing. 1. Compound interest is like planting a money tree. It's when you earn interest on your initial investment, the principal, and then earn interest on that interest, and so on. This means your money grows faster over time because you're earning interest on a larger amount each period. Imagine you invest $1,000 at an annual interest rate of 5%. In the first year, you earn $50. So now you have $1,050. In the second year, you earn interest on $1,050, which gives you $1,102.50. It might not seem like much at first, But let's say you leave that money alone for 30 years. With the magic of compound interest, that initial $1,000 could grow to over $4,300 without you adding another dime. Start investing early to maximize the benefits of compound interest. The earlier you start, the more time your money has to grow. Even small, regular contributions can make a big difference over the long term. For example, if you start investing $100 a month at age 25, with an average annual return of 7%, you could have around $264,000 by age 65. Starting just 10 years later, at age 35, would give you about $122,000 by 65. The key takeaway? Time is your best friend in investing, so start as soon as you can. Risk and reward. When it comes to investing, think of risk and reward as two sides of the same coin. Higher potential returns usually come with higher risk, while safer investments tend to offer smaller but steadier returns. The trick is finding the right balance that suits your comfort level and financial goals. High risk, high reward investments versus low risk options. Let's imagine two types of investments. One is a thrilling roller coaster, and the other is a gentle carousel. High-risk, high-reward investments are like the roller coaster. Exciting stocks in emerging markets, startups, or even cryptocurrencies can soar to great heights, but they can also drop suddenly. For instance, investing in a hot new tech startup could make you a lot of money if it takes off, but there's also a chance it might not succeed. On the flip side, low-risk options are like the carousel. They move steadily and predictably. Government bonds, high-quality corporate bonds, and big, stable companies, blue-chip stocks, are examples. These investments might not make you rich overnight, but they're less likely to give you a financial scare. Think of U.S. Treasury bonds. They're reliable and provide steady income, but the returns are on the modest side. Diversify your portfolio to manage risk. Here's a simple yet powerful strategy: diversification. It's like not putting all your eggs in one basket. Spread your investments across different types of assets, industries, and regions to reduce risk. This way, if one investment doesn't perform well, others might pick up the slack. For example, if you have a mix of stocks, bonds, real estate, and maybe some commodities, a downturn in one area won't hurt you as much. And don't just diversify by asset type. Within stocks, invest in different sectors like tech, healthcare, and consumer goods. For bonds, consider a variety of government and corporate bonds with different maturity dates. By diversifying, you create a safety net for your investments, making your financial journey smoother and less stressful. So, get started on building a balanced portfolio that matches your goals and risk tolerance. You've got this. Practical investment strategies. 1. Value investing is like bargain hunting in the stock market. It's all about finding stocks that are priced lower than their true worth. These undervalued stocks are often overlooked by the market, but with thorough research, you can spot these hidden gems. Key indicators include strong company fundamentals, such as solid earnings, good management, and a healthy balance sheet, along with a low price-to-earnings (PE) ratio compared to industry peers. One of the most famous value investors is Warren Buffett. He's known for his approach of buying quality companies at reasonable prices and holding on to them for the long term. For instance, Buffett's investment in Coca-Cola in the late 1980s is a classic example. At that time, Coca-Cola was undervalued due to short-term issues, but Buffett saw its long-term potential. Over the years, this investment has generated significant returns, proving the power of value investing. Look for companies with strong fundamentals and low PE ratios. Start by analyzing a company's financial health, including revenue, profit margins, debt levels, and cash flow. Check out the PE ratio and compare it with the industry average. An unusually low PE ratio might indicate an undervalued stock. Remember, the goal is to find quality companies that are temporarily priced low but have the potential to grow over time. Happy hunting for those bargains! 2, growth investing is all about spotting the next big thing. This strategy focuses on companies that are expected to grow at an above-average rate compared to other companies in the market. These companies typically reinvest their earnings to expand their business, develop new products, or enter new markets, rather than paying dividends. Let's take a look at Amazon. In its early years, Amazon was primarily an online bookstore. However, it had a vision to expand beyond books into various retail categories and even cloud computing with Amazon Web Services. Investors who recognized Amazon's potential and invested early have seen extraordinary returns as the company grew into one of the largest and most influential in the world. Identify industries with high growth potential and invest accordingly. Look for sectors that are poised for significant expansion, such as technology, renewable energy, or healthcare innovation. Pay attention to trends and advancements in these areas. For example, with the rise of electric vehicles, companies involved in battery technology or sustainable energy solutions might offer exciting growth opportunities. By staying informed and investing in promising industries, you can capitalize on the potential for substantial returns. Personal finance management, budgeting, and saving. Managing your personal finances effectively is the cornerstone of successful investing. By keeping track of your income and expenses, you can free up capital that can be invested to grow your wealth. Budgeting helps you identify areas where you can cut back on spending, allowing you to save more and invest regularly. I used to feel like my money was slipping through my fingers until I set up a simple budgeting system. I started by categorizing my expenses into essentials, like rent and groceries, and non-essentials, like dining out and entertainment. Then, I allocated a fixed amount for each category and tracked my spending using a spreadsheet. This system helped me see where my money was going and where I could cut back. By sticking to my budget, I was able to save an extra $200 each month, which I then invested. Create a budget to track expenses and save for investments. Start by listing all your income sources and expenses. Categorize your expenses into needs and wants. Set limits for each category and track your spending regularly. Use tools like spreadsheets, budgeting apps, or even a simple notebook. The key is consistency. By doing this, you'll have a clear picture of your finances, identify areas to save, and free up money to invest. Remember, every dollar you save and invest brings you one step closer to financial freedom. Emergency fund. Why it's crucial to have an emergency fund before investing. An emergency fund acts as a financial safety net. Before diving into investing, it's essential to have a cushion to cover unexpected expenses like medical bills, car repairs, or job loss. This fund ensures you won't need to dip into your investments during tough times, allowing your money to grow uninterrupted. A few years ago, my car broke down unexpectedly. The repair bill was hefty, and without an emergency fund, I would have had to sell some of my investments at a bad time. Thankfully, I had set aside 6 months of living expenses in an emergency fund. I was able to pay for the car repairs without touching my investments, avoiding financial stress and keeping my investment strategy on track. Set aside 6 months of living expenses as an emergency fund. Calculate your monthly essential expenses like rent, groceries, utilities, and insurance. Multiply this amount by 3 to 6 to determine your emergency fund goal. Keep this money in a separate, easily accessible account, such as a high-yield savings account. Building this fund might take time, but it's a crucial step to ensure you're financially prepared for the unexpected while your investments continue to grow. We've covered a lot of ground today, from understanding the basics of supply and demand, inflation and deflation, to the magic of compound interest and the balance of risk and reward. We also delved into practical investment strategies like value and growth investing, and highlighted the importance of personal finance management, including budgeting, saving, and having an emergency fund. Investing can seem intimidating at first, but remember, with the right principles and strategies, anyone can build wealth. Start small, stay informed, and watch your financial confidence grow. Now, it's your turn. Start your investment journey today. Set up that budget, build your emergency fund, and begin exploring the exciting world of investing. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe for more tips and strategies, and share your own investment experiences in the comments below. Let's learn and grow together.